Welcome everyone to another driving tour video on the Travel with Nature channel. Today we are on a tour of the north side of the University of Florida campus. I start the tour by entering campus on Radio Road from 34th Street. First then on the right is McGuire Field. McGuire Field is a great multi-purpose place for workouts, athletics, sports, and much more. Next, on the right, you can see the university's lakeside complex. They have everything needed for college life, residents are friendly, and it has stable and reliable internet and air conditioning, a staple in Florida living. On the left, before the roundabout, there are a couple of greenhouses which are the part of the ground's nursery. Straight ahead, as we enter the roundabout, there is a beautiful chapel, part of the Bauman Center, that is used for ceremonies, weddings, and beautiful photos. Once we exit the roundabout, we are on Museum Road. On the right is Lake Alice and there is parking on the left side of the road. Once you park in the public lot, you can walk a short distance across the road and to the lake. It is a pretty and quiet lake where there is an abundance of photo opportunities. Notice the two buildings on the left that look like raised sheds. These are the university's bat houses. Thousands of bats call this home. At dusk, they come flying out of the houses and fly right over your head, especially if you are sitting on the benches near the street. The university has dozens of research facilities, including the University of Florida Brain Institute, the Whitney Laboratory and Marine Research Facility located in St. Augustine, the Center for Exercise Science, the Center for Latin American Studies, and the Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences, which includes a large citrus research center in Lake Alfred. In 1947, the first year that women were admitted on an equal basis with men, the student body numbered 8,177 men and 601 women. This is Fraternity Drive. It is home to Lambda Chi Alpha Fraternity, Delta Chi, Sigma Chi Fraternity, Theta Chi, Pi Kappa Phi, Tau Epsilon Phi, Beta Theta Pi, and on West Fraternity Road there is Pi Beta Phi. Coming up on the right is Alpha Tau Pi and immediately across the street is Sigma Alpha Epsilon, with Chi Phi directly next door. Here we have Hume West residence on the right with Hume Hall in the middle and Hume East residence on the far end of the buildings. Across from the Hume residence you can see Simpson Hall tucked behind the large parking lot. We are coming up to Gail Lemerin Drive. As I take a left, we are now headed to the heart of the university's campus. Once on Gail Lemerin Drive, the first building on the left is Graham Hall and behind the hall is the Graham Oasis, which is a campus convenience store. Kitty corner to Graham Hall is the Mechanical and Aerospace Engineering buildings. Behind the engineering complex is Rhines Hall. Across from the engineering complex is East Hall and Weaver Hall. There are several halls in this area and all provide easy access to campus life. We are approaching Stadium Road and at the corner is Ben Hill Griffin Stadium where the Florida Gators hold their football games. Originally constructed in 1930, a series of renovations, the last in 2003, brought the seating capacity to 88,548. As the largest stadium in Florida and one of the loudest in the country, it has a reputation for being a very difficult place for opposing teams to play. I make a left on Stadium Road where we find North Hall, Riker Hall and Tolbert Hall. Across the street, on the north side of Stadium Road, we see Van Fleet Hall. This building is the Wayne and Jimmy Carr Swimming and Diving Complex. This indoor facility boasts an 8-lane Olympic-size pool 50 meters that can be divided into two 25-yard sections or two 25-meter sections. The pool deck provides access to locker room facilities. The pool is also accessible by an aquatic lift to assist swimmers with disabilities. Next to the swimming complex, we find University of Florida's student health facility with Heavener Football Center directly behind. Just a short distance from that is the Gail Lemerin Athletic Center. Next to Lemerin's Athletic Center is James G. Presley Stadium where they hold track and field activities. Across from Presley Stadium we see a couple more fraternities which include Delta Sigma Phi and Alpha Epsilon Pi. On the same side of the road as the track and field complex, we see the University of Florida Springs Residential Complex. Springs Residential Complex is located near athletic venues, Flavitt Field, Gator Corner Dining, and Fraternity Row, so you will always have somewhere to go or something to do. Each suite has a semi-private restroom shared with their suite mates and a kitchen on each floor that offers a microwave, oven, and stove. I make my way onto West Fraternity Drive and we find the chilled water plant number 7 on the right and Pi Beta Phi on the left. West Fraternity Drive dead ends into Village Drive. As I take a right on Village Drive, we see John H. and Mary Lou Dasberg Presidential House. Driving by the west side of the campus of the University of Florida, it's easy to identify the original President's House, a traditional white colonial-style structure within walking distance to the Stephen C. O'Connell Center and Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. Most of the university's presidents, starting with the fourth president, J. Hillis Miller, lived in that home after it was built in 1953. Today the president's residence is located across the street from the Levin College of Law. It was privately funded by multiple donors, including lead donors John and Mary Lou Dasberg of Key Biscayne. The gated 7,440 square foot two-story brick and limestone home was designed by architects Ponickver and Associates. It was built using sustainable materials by contractor CPPI, such as the reclaimed wood floors in the president's office. We head north on Village Drive and take a right on Southwest 2nd Avenue. Once we make the turn, we have housing on the left and the Holland Law Center on the right. In 2019, UF Law renovated the entire second floor and a section of the first floor of Brudengear Hall. The second floor, now Student Life Center, houses the Office of Career and Professional Development, a news nook, ample study and collaboration space for students, reservable conference rooms of varying sizes, and the experiential learning hub that connects two offices on the first floor. Here are some fun facts about the University of Florida. The university's mascots are two alligators named Albert and Alberta. The university has 3 Heisman Trophy winners: Steve Spurrier 1966, Danny Warfel 1996, and Tim Tebow 2007. UF alumni include at least 9 former Florida governors, 2 Nobel Prize laureates, 8 NASA astronauts, 8 US ambassadors, and dozens of professional athletes. The university's motto is Civium in Moribus Rei Publicae Salus, which means the welfare of the state depends upon the morals of its citizens. One of the most interesting facts about the University of Florida is that Gatorade was invented here by scientists at the University of Florida Medicine in the year 1965. Another noteworthy fact about the University of Florida is that it ranks number 30 among other top national universities in the USA. On the right, before we get to the curve, we find Ring Varsity Tennis Building, Linder Tennis Stadium, Alfred a Ring Tennis Complex, and behind that is the basketball practice facility. As we make our way to University Avenue, we see the Sanders Outdoor Practice Fields on the right. We make a right on University Avenue, and once on the main drag, we find parking on the right for the football stadium and also for the indoor practice facility. On the left-hand side, we see an abundance of college housing. This is Gail Lemerin Drive, and here is where you can turn right to get to the football stadium parking. There is a lot of parking available all around the stadium. At the light, on the left, is a statue of Albert and Alberta, plus the Development and Alumni Affairs Building. Next door to the Alumni Affairs Building is the Emerson Alumni Hall. Just beyond the Emerson Hall is Delta Tau Delta and Pi Kappa Alpha fraternities. On the left, before the traffic light, is the Delta Upsilon fraternity. At the corner is Roberts Stadium Club, Pokeball Station, and Cash Loans Bear. As we head east on University Avenue, we find a lot of restaurants and fast food establishments. For example, you will find Dunkin' Donuts, Jimmy John's, Italian Gator Pizza, Balls, Salty Dog Saloon, Fat Daddy's, Cantina Oneyo, and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, just to name a few. On the south side of the avenue, we see the University of Florida Libraries, which has a Starbucks coffee located within the facility. Here are some more fun facts about the university. The Independent Florida Alligator, the daily student newspaper at the University of Florida, is the largest student-run newspaper in the United States. The University of Florida is ranked second overall in the United States for the number of bachelor's degrees awarded to African Americans and third overall for Hispanics. One of the largest collections of butterfly and moth specimens in the world is housed at the University of Florida McGuire Center, rivaling that of the Natural History Museum in London. On the right is the Department of Economics and the Matherly Hall. Across University Avenue there is a Chipotle Mexican grill, Bite of Power Mediterranean food, sushi to go, the new Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin-Robbins ice cream, Just Salad, and Cava Mediterranean. The Gator was chosen as the mascot after a local merchant started selling pennants with an alligator on them. It became popular with local students, and thus the Gator was born. According to the U.S. News and World Report, the University of Florida has the third best biological, agricultural engineering program in the country. On the left, across from the Heavener Hall, there are several more eateries which include Rush Bowls and Chick-fil-A. This also where the Standard of Gainesville is located. Scooter etiquette is a real complaint. Not every scooter person on campus is considerate of space and safety, especially when they weave through the crowd walking at high speeds. Sidewalks, once safe havens for all of the on-campus walkers, have become a place where pedestrian paths and scooter routes blur. Just past the light for Northwest 13th Street, you will find a Publix supermarket and the beautiful Holiday Inn Gainesville University Hotel, conveniently located for anyone visiting their family and/or friends at the college. All the conveniences of city living and only a short walk from campus. Across the street from the Holiday Inn we see the Sweetwater Gainesville Apartments. Boutique hotel vibe, dreamy interiors, and every amenity you could imagine. Some might call them perks, but at Sweetwater, they're just part of everyday life. This isn't just UF living as usual. Welcome to the sweet life. On the right, across the street from Subway, are 931 Apartments. 931 is a sanctuary for all, a little slice of serenity tucked away from the endless ebb and flow of student life. There are a lot of eateries and other conveniences for students and residents of Gainesville alike. UF is Florida's oldest higher education institution and is among the nation's most academically diverse public universities. UF traces its beginnings to a small seminary in 1853. It opened its doors in Gainesville in 1906 with 102 students. Today, it has an enrollment of over 60,000 students annually. Up ahead on the left is the Charles L. Blount Center and Blount Hall, which serve as outreach and educational facilities in the heart of downtown Gainesville, and are close to the University of Florida, UF Innovate, CareerSource, and East Gainesville. Located off the Rails 2 Trails bike path and on the ERTS bus route, and only steps away from cafes, restaurants and UF, it is easy for any commuter to access this collaborative space in the art-filled, historical heart of the city. To the right you will see Gainesville Escape Game, the Florida Theater, Silver Q Billiards and Sports Bar, lit at Downtown Nightclub and Patio Bar, and Vivid Music Hall, a lot of things to do with friends and family, all located on one block of University Avenue. As I turn onto North Main Street, you will find Papa Top Sandwich Shop, Arcade North, and the Visit Gainesville, Alachua County building. On the left, as we make a turn onto Northwest 4th Avenue, is Reitz Cleaners. Reitz Cleaners is a trusted dry cleaning service in Gainesville, Florida, offering top-notch cleaning solutions for all types of garments and fabrics. With multiple convenient locations throughout the city, Reitz Cleaners ensures a hassle-free experience for customers seeking professional dry cleaning services. Off-campus life provides resources and services for students living off-campus, including an online search service for housing off-campus, appointments with OCL staff, and monthly events to help foster civic engagement and to develop great Gator neighbors in Gainesville and throughout the Gator Nation. Often for UF students, the best college experiences include time spent exploring the vibrant culture and attractions of the city of Gainesville. From a dorm room on campus, things outside the realm of the university can seem ostensibly distant, but in off-campus housing near UF, students retain the main conveniences of being on campus while also gaining the adventurous elements of an off-campus lifestyle. In Gainesville, off-campus apartment communities have distinct qualities that offer particular benefits. Some student apartments are designed for economical living, such as studios and shared two-bedroom units, while other housing is more luxurious, including 5-bedroom multi-level townhouses and furnished apartments. But regardless of the type of student apartments they live in, residents can take equal advantage of the off-campus way of life near UF. Grueling morning commutes are a leading cause of stress, which is the last emotion a busy student needs to experience. Yet in Gainesville, apartments near UF are often walking or biking distance to campus for stress-free commuting. Meanwhile, because the majority of residents of a student apartment community are traveling to campus every day, residents who drive can arrange carpools with their neighbors to cut down on fuel costs. Contemporary Management Concepts, LLP, is Gainesville's source for student housing near UF. As the manager of numerous rental properties for students, they have options with a range of amenities, sizes, and rent prices to match each student's needs. They also manage student townhouses and rental homes near campus, while their entire inventory of student housing is searchable on their website, as are their other rental properties, which include apartments, lofts, and condos. Off-campus apartments offer convenient venues for students to study. Many apartments have private bedrooms with desks, while other Gainesville apartment communities can include study lounges or community areas for a peaceful work environment. In terms of per capita ridership, Gainesville is Florida's leading city for buses. The Regional Transit System (RTS) provides bus services across the city. And best of all, UF and Santa Fe College students ride the bus free. Most students make their way around the city in cars or on scooters. Directions are easy to reference based on street names. Avenues, places, roads, and lanes run east and west, while streets, drives, and terraces run north and south. Biking is popular in Gainesville, which ranks in the nation's top 10 bicycle-friendly cities. Paved bike lanes are on most major streets, and several nature trails exist within the city limits. Many apartment complexes have bike storage areas as well. Once you enroll at the University of Florida, you may feel like all your decisions have been made, but they are only just beginning. You must first decide where you want to live. Your UF housing type will be a large factor in your quality of life. Though you may be tempted to live on campus, there are many reasons that living off campus is more beneficial. When you live on campus, it is difficult to have a car. Even if you do bring one, you will most likely be forced to park it in a parking garage far away from your dorm. When you live off campus, you will not have to compete with tens of thousands of other students for a spot and will have parking provided near your unit. Those students have access to a kitchen down the hall. It is used by many other students and only carries the bare minimum. When you live off campus, you will have a larger kitchen that you will not have to share with 20 other students, so you can actually cook your meals if you decide to. Though it may be nice to be able to walk to class, when you live off campus, you will be closer to places you go after class, such as the movie theater or your favorite restaurant. When you rent an apartment off campus, you are able to begin to build your credit. Credit is necessary for many things in your future. For example, you will need a good credit score to buy a house or car. The sooner you can begin building your credit, the better. Dorms are definitely not known for the privacy, but apartments can be. This is especially true for luxury apartments in Gainesville, Florida, which provide each student with spacious individual bedrooms and private bathrooms. Though you can socialize when you want, you will also have a place to go when you need time alone. On the left-hand corner of this small roundabout, you will find Heritage Oaks Luxury Apartments. Heritage Oaks Luxury Apartments offer upscale flats and townhouses just one block from UF at the corner of 13th Street and University Avenue. These luxury Gainesville apartments feature spacious floor plans, washer, dryers in each unit, designer lighting, high-speed Ethernet, modern crown molding, and much more. On the left is the backside of Publix supermarket, and across 13th Street is where you can find Krispy Kreme donuts. Krispy Kreme provides some of the best glazed donuts, especially when warm, known nationwide. On the right, across from Krispy Kreme, is Alligator Realty of Gainesville and Bella Properties. Alligator Realty is committed to providing quality, affordable housing in Gainesville, Florida to students and local residents alike through a personal touch and strong communication. They manage everything from single-family homes to luxury student rentals near the UF campus. Check out their website to find available units. Right in the heart of the Gator Nation, College Park at Midtown is the perfect location for students or professionals looking to enjoy the perks of off-campus living with convenient access to the UF campus. Just 3 blocks from the University of Florida, you can quickly walk or bike to your classes without the hassle of the bus or parking on campus. Just past the Viceroy, we find Lionsgate Condominium Association. The Lionsgate condos are located in the historic College Park district of Gainesville, Florida, only 4 blocks north of the University of Florida. Our residences were designed with the students in mind, offering location, security, and value unlike any other. No parking in the busy garage with this unit. Small pets are welcome. The cottage suites at Ansley's Way offer the privacy and comforts of home in the heart of Midtown, just 2 blocks from the University of Florida. Each apartment features central air, a full kitchen, laundry in the unit, ample storage, high ceilings, insulated windows, and each spacious bedroom suite has its own private bathroom. Thank you for riding along with me on my tour of UF campus and some of the housing available. Please like and subscribe for more content like this and for the follow-up tour of Gainesville, Florida.